Hey, I'm Tom. And no, I'm not a billionaire. Actually, I'm not even a millionaire. Yet. But I'll tell you two things about me. One, I'm making a solid 6 figures a year, which is more than what 99% of every working man out there is making. And two, I'm working on my own and have no employees under me. In other words, I am 100% free. All these people talking about money here, money there, but what about freedom? Whether you're a husband or a wife looking to spend as much time with your kids as possible, or a young student dreaming of traveling around the world, freedom is at least as important as money, if not more. You can always find a way to make more money, but you can't buy time. I'm in my 30s, so still young, and my freedom is worth more to me than anything in this world. If you want to make so much money overnight that you could buy a Ferrari every month for the rest of your life, good luck with that. I can't do anything for you. But if you want enough to be both financially and physically free, then listen up. This is my story. Let's go back to the summer of 2012. Back in those days, I was working as a trader for one of the largest banks in the world. Yes, I know what you might think. I was most certainly making so much money that it was literally falling from the sky. What a dream that is. I must have been this guy, driving the fancy car with a model girlfriend by his side, yeah. Or maybe that adventurous guy, new owner of a yacht and traveling all over the world with it, right? Right? Well, completely wrong, actually. I was more like that guy, working 20 hours a day, putting so much stress on my body that I felt it could break at any moment. Life was miserable. You see, all I was doing every day was computing extremely complex formulas and crunching numbers like a madman looking for the next Facebook or Google. Then I bought and held these stocks for days, weeks, or even months. When I was in the money, I felt great, full of energy and motivation. But when I was losing, the stress could be unbearable. I tried to find rational explanations to situations that didn't have any, and I could really go crazy. I was making some money, that much is true. But I was working for a large corporation, and most of it was not for me. After all my bosses had taken their cut, I could get my hands on what was left, and trust me, it wasn't much at all. It didn't make sense to me. I liked numbers, and I knew I was pretty good with them. I should have loved my job and been able to earn a very nice living while having fun at the same time. What was I missing? While I was struggling, I heard that a friend of mine had been trying to make a living trading from home in his spare time for a few months. John, that's his name, admitted to me that he was not making a lot of money, but certainly enough to get by and pay his bills. That alone was really intriguing to me because, to be honest, he was working as a programmer, and while he was very good at his job, he clearly didn't even have a financial background at all. So how was he doing it? I got so curious that I offered to work alongside him in my spare time. A proposal that he very quickly approved as he knew my knowledge of financial markets could be very useful to make his new hobby more lucrative. What I discovered in the next couple of weeks really floored me. What John was doing seemed extremely simple to me, yet it clearly had a lot of potential. I realized that he was faced with absolutely none of the downsides I was facing as a trader working at a large bank. He didn't have to hold stocks for days, weeks, or even months and face the stress that goes along with it. He would close his positions within minutes and never hold anything overnight. He could bet on the price going up or down, thus making it possible to trade profitably whatever direction the market is taking. And he didn't have a boss to put pressure on him and take a big cut from the money he was able to generate. I was convinced at that point that with his knowledge of computer programming and my experience as a trader, we could create a strategy that would beat the markets consistently day after day. John and I started working on it actively, and within just 6 months, we created an automated trading system that made us exactly $255,638 spread over several accounts the following year. Needless to say, I instantly quit my job. That was the 16th of December 2013, the best day of my life. As I told you before, I am not a millionaire at this point. I probably will be in the near future, but that's not even important. I have more than enough to live the life I've always wanted, and I am free. So, what's my life like these days? Well, I guess you could say it's the mirror opposite of what it used to be. See, this is actually me working right there. I'm not kidding. I'm really working, and in fact, I believe I made close to $3,000 that day. Yeah, stressful, I know. That's why once in a while I need to close the laptop and go for a swim. Once in a while meaning multiple times a day, of course. Hold on a second, what's going on here? You might be wondering, why on earth is this guy jumping in the swimming pool with his clothes on? And that's a fair question. Well, I'll tell you why. Because I can. Yes, I know how it sounds, but when you've been a slave to society for so long, that freedom of being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want to do it, tastes so good, you just can't help it. No more boss to patronize me, give me orders that don't even make sense, take credit for my work, and bring me down on every opportunity he gets. I make more money today than I ever have before, and most importantly, I make money on my own, following my rules and nobody else's. And that's whether the market is going up or down. It just doesn't matter. So yeah, I enjoy my freedom, and I'll jump in the swimming pool with my clothes on if I just feel like it. Freedom is the key word here. You could be working from anywhere in the world. As long as you have a laptop and an internet connection, you will always be able to make money. Run away. Run as fast and as far as you can from this dull existence mainstream society is imposing on you. Wake up, go to work, obey orders, go back home, sleep, wake up, go to work, say no, no more. How can people leading this life actually think they're free? Take your destiny into your own hands. Lead your life under your own terms. Reach the goals you set for yourself, not the ones others set for you. Life is short. Go get that freedom that you deserve. Whatever your dreams are, it's time for you to fulfill them and live each and every day as if it was your last. As for me, I am finally living the life I've always wanted to have. And every night when I go to sleep, I look forward to the next day with excitement. Working does not require nearly as much of my time as it used to, so I can pursue other interests of mine. Yes, you got the picture. Now, how does that compare to your day at work, huh? Sorry, I don't mean to be a jerk here, but it's a fact that I love my new life, and I'm here to tell you that it could be yours too. I hold the keys to your freedom. Now it's your decision to come and take them.